Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy PokeGainz, and today I am going to tell you how each Madrigal got their gift, or why they got their gift, basically, like why their gift became their gift because of who they were. So the only Madrigal we will not cover in this video would be Mirabel, of course, because she doesn't have a gift, but most people theorize that she does. And I am one of those people, so go ahead and check this video out right here. And it tells you what I think her gift is. Or what it actually may be. Wait, wrong eye. So first we're going to start with the parents. And then we're going to have a grandkid roundup. So our first person that we're going to talk about, the first Madrigal that we're going to talk about is Juliette Peppa. Now, we all know she controls the weather, which seems like the weather is just around her. I'm not sure what benefit she does unless she can control the weather outside to help the community to, like, grow stuff, like, give water and create sunlight and stuff like that. So, hopefully if they have a sequel, they show her power in more depth so that way she can actually be somewhat of, like, I guess a useful Madrigal, because then she's just there and very emotional. So speaking of emotional, she again controls the weather. So as a child, obviously before she was 5, she was probably a very, very emotional child. She probably was the kid that cried the most when they were babies. She probably was the one that just flip-flopped from crying to happy, baby stuff. So of course, as she got older, again, she would switch from angry to sad to happy to crying to all types of nervous and scared. And then I'm sure when she got older, she would switch from happy to wow chicka wow 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 chicka wow wow chicka wow wow. Oh yeah, they grown. I'm just saying this was not a kids movie. This was an adult movie. That's all I'm saying. Her emotions changed so much. The magic was like, what else changed as much as this lady right here? This little lady, this little, future Juliette Peppa. The weather. So, of course, the magic combined the two and was like, hey, you are now able to control the weather. So, whatever happens to the weather, or whatever happens to your emotions, is what's going to happen to the weather. So, you got to basically control yourself. Or let the, emotions out. Because sometimes it's good to let out your emotions. And then when she got older, before she hit 5, of course, and her mom, I guess, and it's not abuela, but her mom would like, all right, this is what we got to do. She set the plans in motion with the first 3. With that, she had to make sure, like, this is what we got to do. This is what's going to happen. We have to be the ones to do right by this community. We are making sure, like, so much, basically putting a lot of pressure on them. So as a young child, and as she grew up, it was just too much on her. So that's why she haven't been able to fully control her powers again, or her gift. So again, I'm assuming by the way the movie ended, if they make a sequel, they will show her being able to control the actual weather outside, and not just for herself, but for everyone. And next, we got Juliette, and she can heal you with a meal. Because the magic and Juliette seeing how emotional Peppa was as a kid, as they were growing up, she probably was the only one to kind of, I guess, keep her calm, keep her from blowing up and causing a hurricane, or before she even got her magic, before she got her gift. She would see how emotional she was. And the magic seen that she was very nurturing. And when you're being nurtured, like, by your mom or your grandma or whoever, parents, which is mostly a woman that does the nurturing pretty well, I might add, that also brings comfort. So what else brings you comfort and nurture your body? Food. What better thing to do than to combine the nurturing and comfort food to make someone feel better on the inside and the outside. When you break your, I don't know how he even did that. He like broke all of this, and that was I mean, it should have hurt, first of all. I know it's a cartoon, but that should have hurt coming back on. I'm assuming she can do more than just heal with food. I would assume she would be able to heal you with any other kind of. Just honestly, I feel like with anything, I don't think it has to be food unless it has to be something that she touches for it to work. And it may have to go in your body, so I guess food would be better. If she was a bad cook, that would not be a fun thing for any of them. First of all, especially her husband, because he's always injured. Apparently, he's very accidental prone. So, yeah, it's a good thing she can cook, I guess. Now Bruno, the one that nobody really wanted to talk about because they were rude to Bruno when he was really just a nice guy. It was rude. Now Bruno could see the future. Out there as a child, he was very aware and very intuitive of the things that were going on around him. So for instance, when he saw Peppa probably go through a little situation, he probably sensed that it was coming before it happened. So he was like, I'm gonna head out and, go that way before this blows up. So he basically was the smart one, I guess. Well, I wouldn't say the smart one. He was the one that was trying to get up out of there, And Juliette might have been like, you know what? I got you, sis. Don't worry about it. So could you imagine at dinner, he's just like, he see like she dropped something on her dress or something like that, and he's like, nope. Grab his plate and just leave. Well, nah, because Abuela wouldn't have had that. Should have been like, excuse you, where you going? Now we got the grandkid roundup, and we're going to start it off with Dolores. Even though she isn't technically the oldest, but we're going to save the other big three. Now, she can hear a pin drop, so that's saying something. And to me, that sounds like, as a kid, she was very, very nosy. And she probably talked a lot. And when she heard something, she probably one of those little kids that heard something and just wanted to go tell somebody like, oh, did you hear this? Did you hear this? The only person she can really tell that to was, at the time, because she is the second oldest, was probably Isabella. Because even though Luisa should have been born at this point, she couldn't talk to a baby. Baby was, a baby. She wouldn't be able to talk back. So she was talking to Isabella. Isabella probably was like, yo, get out my face. I ain't got time for this. I'm the golden child. Back up off me, fam. And as we can tell from the dinner table, she can't keep her mouth closed. Whenever she hears something, she has to say it. Now, the next Madrigal we're going to talk about is Camilo Shapeshifts. He is the little brother of Dolores. And a lot of people have theorized that he shapeshifts because he doesn't know who he is. And I can kind of see this, but I still call it pish posh. Pish posh, ha ha ha. My theory is, when he was a child, he did a lot of mimicking, a lot of copycatting. The adults, the other kids, which was his the three older siblings, Isabella, Dolores, and Luisa should have been older at this point, so he can mimic her. So by the time he was able to like move around and walk around, he probably mimicked and copycat everything that he saw. And then the magic was like, I can use you to babysit. And I believe that is why he shapeshifts. I mean, there's other theories is that he might be binary, which is possible. That nowadays in the world, everything is, changing with people's pronouns. So it's possible, and Disney has been doing some generational updates to their movies. So we may see in the next movie how they're going to play that into it, if they even give him a bigger role, because he didn't really have a big role in this movie, but I don't think it was vital for him to anyway. Except the one part when he called Isabella when his head shrunk. That was hilarious. And the last of Pepe's kids, we have the little cute guy and the youngest of the Madrigals. We have Antonio. And his gift is understanding and speaking to animals. And granted, we all know how he got his gifts. He was an animal person. As we heard Mirabel say when she gave him his present for his birthday. And she gave him a little jungle cat. I'm not sure what kind of cat it was. Tiger, whatever the cat he was running around inside his rainforest area. He had to be gangster, because ain't no way I would have saw this big cat come at me and not run for my life. Like, bruh. Now we're going to start off the big three, or at least in my opinion, this is the big three of the grandkids, right? So, Isabella, who is the oldest of all of the Madrigal grandkid roundup, clan, group, squad, whatever you want to call it. And she make flowers, the crowd goes wild, and she is the golden child. Bars. And first of all, I'm going to say she is not perfect. Clearly, nobody's perfect, but they made her into they tried to make her into the perfect grandchild, I guess, because she was the first of the grandchildren, and she was also a little lady. She was a girl, so she had to always be pretty. She had to always be graceful. She had to always look nice wherever she went, whatever she did. She had to present herself very well, because Abuela wasn't having that. She wanted to make sure that they knew that this family was top notch, above all, which is kind of messed up. And what else is pretty? What else is graceful? And what else looks nice no matter where you put it, no matter how you set it up? Flowers. So again, the magic was like, hey, I see what you're doing there. I see what's going on. The little pretty little thing. You know what I'm saying? How about we give you the ability to grow flowers? Which we all know that's not the only thing that she's able to do, because she can grow cactuses, which is still beautiful. She can grow carnivorous flowers, which is, kind of dangerous, but she can do that as well. And I'm sure she can grow other things besides flowers and plants. Well, I'm sure she can harvest food for the people of the village. I'm sure if she wanted to, she could just grow a cucumber or grow a thing of kale or spinach or something like that. Because we healthy around here. Right, Isabella? I'm hoping in the next movie, if they do, which I'm sure they're going to make a part 2 to this movie. Because if they don't, that is a missed opportunity. Come on, Disney. Don't disappoint us. So in the next movie, I'm hoping they can show that she actually can do more than just flowers. She can grow fruit and vegetables for everyone, and everybody's like vegan on accident. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're eating the donkeys, which would be weird. And speaking of donkeys, that's kind of a messed up transition to the next person. But Luisa, my homegirl, that's my boo-boo right there. Luisa is super strong, as we all know. And this one was like very difficult to figure out why she became like strong. Like that's I think she's the only one with a physical ability. But like I said, I think this one was a difficult one to figure out, but I think I got it. So she was the second child of the golden child. So she was the sibling of the golden child. So everyone was probably looking at her and telling her, oh, you should be more like Isabella. You know what I'm saying? You should probably follow her around. Maybe she can help you. And I'm not saying Luisa probably wasn't a pretty little lady, but they probably was like, oh, isn't your sister pretty? Isn't your sister pretty? Be more like your sister. And Luisa had to pretty much eat that. And with that, she started gaining tough skin. And with that tough skin, she definitely had to take the pressure. And with her tough skin and her thick skin and being tough, she decided to figure out another way to be of service. I'm not even trying to do that. That's the crazy part. I'm just that good. With her trying to be of service to help everyone, she may have been trying to like move things like physically so that way she can kind of separate herself from her sister. So people can be like, good job, Luisa. You are useful. And that's what she kept in her mind from when she was a child. Now, of course, when she got her ability and the swollenness kicked in, then she kept that all the way up into, to the end of the movie, obviously, when she finally got to relax. But beforehand, she was like, no, I got to keep going. Basically had the same mindset as Mirabel when she kept saying, make your family proud. And I just ran through probably all of their heads when they were young. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? If you think of anything different, let me know in the comments. Like, how do you think each Madrigal got their gift, or any specific Madrigal? You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe if you hadn't already. More material like this will be coming to the channel. So please subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That way it lets you know when I have posted another video. And on that note, it's your boy PokeGainz, Luisa. I did arms today, so you know what I'm saying. I'm out.